Sourcefed Movie Club, how you doing? I'm pressed for time right now. I mean, really, when I have free time, that's when I have the time to do a Sourcefed Movie Club video. And my free time is in short supply these days. But for this movie, I wanted to just try and do my best to get a video in. It's Wednesday, so I doubt this will make the cut, but who cares? I wanted to because this was one hell of a movie. This movie for the Sourcefed Movie Club is Blue Valentine, directed by, I want to get this name right because the director did a great job. Directed by Derek Cianfrance. Close enough, I guess, I hope, yeah. And, of course, starring Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams, yeah. And, heretofore referred to as their character names, Dean and Cynthia, because they both did such a great job that, I forgot the actors for who they were. They were both just lost in their characters, and it just made for some great acting. It made for a great film. The acting and the directing is just, the number one reason to see this film right there. I'll just get that out of the way right now. This film is brilliantly directed, and the acting is just superb. It is spot on. The characters really come to life. In my mind, where this film just kind of bored me a bit is that it's a very ordinary story, but these are not very complicated characters. There's no twist to the plot or anything. It's just a story about two people who fell in love, and then 6 years later found out they're not as compatible as they thought they were. Where Dean and Cynthia really just do not match up is intellectual compatibility. I mean, she's looking to become a doctor. She's looking to realize her potential, to, make something of herself, to chase after her dream, and while he chooses to, not do that, not pursue higher learning, higher studies, he didn't even finish high school, and when she confronts him on that to me is one of the most telling arguments about the film. When she confronts him about it and says, "You have all this potential, why don't you, do something to realize your potential?" And his response is, "Potential? What is that? You don't? Holy crap. You never had a dictionary as a kid? You don't know what the word potential means?" I think that's why he doesn't know what potential is, because he doesn't realize how much alcohol is killing his potential. He eventually becomes an alcoholic. The conflict between these two characters reaches its head when he shows up to her workplace drunk and gets her fired by punching her boss. Spoiler alert, but really there's not much to spoil about this film. There's no major twist to the plot or anything. It's just very ordinary events that could happen to anyone. There's a moment in the film where, for some fucking reason, they're running backwards and they're holding a sign that says, "Is this you?" Which to me is a very ham-fisted way of saying, this could happen to you. I mean, these are very ordinary things that could happen to anyone. Unwanted pregnancy, it could happen to you. Getting beaten up by your girlfriend's jealous ex-boyfriend, it could happen to you. A lot of these things could happen to you. A failed marriage, an alcoholic spouse, it could happen to you. So that's what makes the story so ordinary, but out of that very ordinary backdrop of a plot, you've got such great direction, and you've got just two actors doing a fucking awesome job. The coolest things that the director did is that all the scenes of them young and falling in love, and when everything is new and beautiful and romantic, and and then that spark is there, all of that was filmed with a high-definition red camera. And everything afterwards, all of that was filmed with a 16mm camera. So it had that gritty feeling of that. The difference is just beautifully seen on the screen. Just how perfect and crisp and clear their lives look when they're young and beautiful and falling in love, and how soiled their lives are when the relationship is dying. The context of the story fit perfectly with the filmic elements and the choices that the director made. So, that all said, I'll just say it again, the number one reason to see this movie is that it is very well acted and very well directed. It was an entertaining film, a good choice for the Sourcefed Movie Club. I was glad to have seen it. I probably wouldn't have watched it if not for Sourcefed Movie Club, so I'm always thankful for that. So, click like if you like, click subscribe if you want to see more. There's links in the description down below to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my website. Check it all out. And Sourcefed Movie Club, thank you for choosing great movies. Keep on choosing great movies, and I'll see you next time on Sourcefed Movie Club.